What's up, you guys? Forrest here with the FoCo Flow Show. Today we've got an exciting video where we get to test and review the Yeti SB130, the 2021 Enduro bike from the manufacturer in Boulder, Colorado. St. Jim just got the bike. He's gonna let me give it a try with the boys. And so we're gonna give you an idea of what's great, what might not be great. I don't think there'll be much. And we'll get out there together, find that flow. Today we get to look at the Yeti SB130 C2 Carbon 2 Lunch Ride Edition. So St. Jimmy bought this bike and got it in from Competitive Cyclists, but added a bunch of custom parts to get it upgraded to the place that he wanted it to be. Before we get too deep into it, the Lunch Ride Edition takes the original SB130 and makes a couple of adjustments that you see here, pushing the travel from 150 to 160 millimeters and the rear travel 137 up from 130 and a ½ degree slacker head tube angle. At the heart of the SB130's performance capabilities is Yeti's proprietary Switch Infinity suspension design that you see here, and you can see that it allows the suspension to change directions based on pedaling or descending. It allows for better small bump compliance and more progressive leverage ratio, all fancy words. That means it's going to pedal better but soak up bumps more efficiently so that you are able to smash more rocks, descend more steeps, and climb better mountains. This bike had an upgrade to the Fox Factory 38 front fork for that 160 millimeters of suspension, and that couples really nicely with the Fox Factory DPX2 that is there on the back rear shock area. Other key upgrade is the Mercury X1 composite carbon rims. You see linked to a 12-speed GX Eagle drivetrain. It's going to make the bike a little bit lighter than what comes spec'd. Other key components are the Spank Vibracore bars, air-gone grips, and the XT 4-piston brakes designed to keep everything slowing down when it's needed. So what we'll do here is we'll get into some ride highlights and features and my feedback and review, and then hang on to the end of the video. We'll look at the regular build that you can get from places like Competitive Cyclists, what's in stock now, so that if the SB130 is the next bike you want to add to the stable, there might be a chance that we can find one for you in stock and get it in-house sooner rather than later. Yep, follow. I don't have a front brake. I better be able to corner. Woo! Nice. Good. Good. Nice. Nice job. Woo. Yeah. There we go, nice. So after following Jim for a little bit, finally got a chance to throw a leg over the bike myself, work on climbing first, popping over a few obstacles, turning around and descending, and then we take it over to the O-Hill long downhill run that I know super well to see maybe I could top a PR run from the Ripmo. That would be pretty telling. So we're going to give it a chance to figure out just how good the climbing is, and it really has an incredible platform here. Was really impressed with that anti-squat technology they talk about with the Switch Infinity. Oh, that's good. Really efficient. Hard. All right. Bunny hop up. All right.
Okay, let's see on a quick chattery down what we got. Dropping. All right, not bad.
From there, we took it over to get a few bunny hop videos so you guys get a good sense for how that suspension works at full compression, and then we take it over to that long downhill. So I know there are more scientific ways to assess a suspension's effectiveness, but I do this bunny hop test on every bike I review. SB130 was super poppy, super easy to get the front end up off that back side and then pop it up. So really happy with it. Definitely felt like it was going to be a fun downhill run. So we get up to the top and we're going to pin it top to bottom and see if I can beat my best Ripmo time.
See what we got. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Woo. Finish it. Yeah. Oh, speed there. Like that. Yeah. Come on. Come on, baby. Woo. Let's go. Oh, smooth right there. Back on the gas. Shift on power. Good. Yeah. Woo. All right.
So that concludes the O-Hill long downhill segment, and we're going to consult Strava here. And as you can see immediately from that title, yeah, I actually PR'd a segment that I've done 59 other times on the Ripmo and other bikes. So hard to say. I only beat it by 1 second. Did that happen from the Switch Infinity suspension efficiencies from the SB130? Was it the carbon wheels? Hard to say. The bike felt stable. Had a couple of spots where it was a little bit twitchy, where I didn't feel planted. But overall, the Fox 38 was super stiff. Loved that, and the suspension soaked up everything in that high-speed chattery section. So kind of crazy that I beat it. We're going to climb a little bit back up here to finish out this ride. Again, it climbs super well. You get the idea what we are looking for in the bike. So initial impressions is the bike is incredible, and it better be for a bike that's between $7,000 and $8,000 depending upon how you build it up. I definitely recommend it though if you are into boutique bike brands already or looking to upgrade from a more traditional horse-link suspension. Again, comparing to the Ripmo, it's probably a trail bike with enduro characteristics, where the Ripmo just trends a little bit more into the enduro category. Both bikes are incredibly efficient climbers for the amount of travel. Again, the Ripmo's got 147 millimeters of real travel. Both climb well. Again, hard to delineate between the two here. I'm probably going to have to give the nod to the SB130 just because we beat that time, but I'm going to need to get back on the Ripmo maybe with some carbon wheels to truly give it a full shakedown. Either way, you cannot go wrong. You're in that same price point. An excellent, incredible bike. So right now, you probably can't buy this bike as it's built, but let's look over at Competitive Cyclist and figure out exactly what's available and in stock right now. So at the time of recording this video in late August 2021, it's pretty hard to find that burnt orange color anywhere on the interwebs. That C1 or C2 SB130 is just not in stock. We're looking at Evo here, but if we flip over to Competitive Cyclist, we do find that they have got a version of the bike right here, the SLX C1 build for $5,600. So what you're going to find here is you've got a Fox Performance front fork and a Fox DPX2 regular. This is not the Lunch Ride version, so you've got 150 millimeters of travel in the front and 130 in the back. SLX 12-speed drivetrain, no carbon bars, and of course no carbon wheels. But you're at $5,600, which is starting to trend into a closer price point that most folks would consider spending. You've got that DT Swiss wheel set, which is still super good. And remember, you're just back to a little bit more trail-oriented geometry. You can see that the large is in stock, which is what you want. I know many people have had lots of luck with Competitive Cyclists, so that bike is available. This is kind of what we have to do here in 2021 to find the bike that we're looking for. So that concludes our review of the SB130 Lunch Ride Edition. Highly recommended. One of the best bikes I've ever ridden. So if you've ridden this bike, comment below. Let me know what you think of it, what your favorite bike is, if you think there's something better out there than the SB130, so that we can all get out there together and find that flow.